Alrighty, hello everybody. I made that noise just so hopefully it cut out the weird noise that you hear at the beginning. It sounds exactly like that, I'm sure. Hello everybody, welcome back to Inventor. Today we're doing 4.2 in the Inventor modeling exercise. This is the lock plate. As you can see, I've done it here. Now, I'll be going a bit faster on this one because the basics were in 4.1. If you need the basics again, go back to 4.1, or if I didn't explain it and it's something that you want to know, either you're trying to do it a different way or I went too fast on something, come and ask me in the lesson. All right, 4.2. Again, same with 4.1. I'm going to pick the most complex face, draw that, extrude it, and then go from there. We'll only have one more operation to do after that. If you want to do it a different way, by all means, but this is the way that I'm going to do it. If you'd like to learn how to do it, probably just start by following what I'm doing. Alright, again, I know you won't be able to see what I'm doing, but File, New, going down to Metric. If you've already done it once, it should automatically be on standard millimeters. Double click, New Drawing Plane. Top left corner, going to Start 2D Sketch. Here are our Cartesian planes again. Love that word, Cartesian. XY plane. Off we go. Alright, moving with the middle mouse button. I'm going to do the same thing that I did last time and do it in lines. I know Mr. Nelson likes to do it in rectangles and set his measurements and then take out parts from there. I just find it easier and more step-by-step to do it in lines. So, starting in our top corner again, I'm going to be starting in the top. Oh, sorry. Before we even start, we need to decide what face we're drawing. So, going back to the one that I drew here, I started by drawing this face. Now, you may think that this top face here with this and this little bit here is the most complex. I would argue that it's this one because it takes out having to do an extrusion here and an extrusion at the top. So if you did the top face and you decide to draw the top face, because all it is this, that's fine, but it then means, oh dear, oh no. Well, anyway, yeah, it's a bit upside down. It then means that you would have to do the extrusion at the top and on the side. Not a biggie. I'm just trying to avoid that. Oh, my poor thing. I'm just going to leave you there. Don't worry about that. Okay. So, back to the Inventor modeling exercises. I'm just getting the measurements purely from there. Off I go. Starting in the top left corner, I know that that measurement is 40 millimeters across. Going down, I can see on the other side that it shows me that it is 16 across. Now, I had a look at the last video and I saw that you guys couldn't see any of the measurements I was typing in or the degrees that pop up. That's okay. You should be able to see it when you give it a go if you're following along with me. If not, and you're just watching this, I do apologize, as the lines will just be popping up out of nowhere and you'll have to keep stopping and starting the video. Anyway, next measurement, we do not know, but if you wanted to, you could do some quick maths and see that the bottom measurement that shows you the length is 60 plus 20. Now, my eyesight may be going on me, but from what I can see, that says 60 plus 20. From the top, I can see that there's only 10 missing there. So 30 plus 10 is 40. But if you wanted to avoid maths, you can cancel that and go the other way, because you're not always going to have Mr. Nay doing maths for you, and sometimes the maths is going to be too hard to work out. All right, the height here for the whole thing is 56, but we don't want the whole height. We only want the height of the top bit, which is 56 take away 24. Again, more maths but less complicated. 56 take away 24, 32. Oh dear, and as you can see, I wasn't looking when I hit my line, and it's not exactly 90 degrees. Can't have that. Control Z to take it away. Do it again. 32. There you go. It takes no time at all if you get the line wrong, so do not stress. Next one, I can see that that this little nook is 20 in to my shape, 20 millimeters inward, and 24 millimeters downward. Beautiful. All right, this big measurement here, all in one, is 60. Coming across, the height of this, now this is difficult because I did it the opposite way, but that's okay, we can work out the height on the fly. We know the whole height of our object is 56. To work out the height of this side, we know that the little nook up the top, if I go back, if I cancel this, oh dear me, this little nook up the top, we know that this measurement here is 16. So if we take away 16 from 56, we should get the height of this here, which is 40. So back to my sketch, 90 degrees, 40. There it is. And now all I have to do is go all the way across and I can check, yes, that measurement was indeed 40, 30 plus 10. So all I'm going to do is click that. Going to hit finish sketch. Again, moving with the mouse wheel in all the different ways you need so you can see your object. Going back to extrude in the top left. Now again, we're going to leave these settings, but not for long. In the next operation, we're going to be changing just one of these settings and I'll show you what it is. For now, the distance, I can see that this is 52 millimeters thick. Type 52, hit enter. Now actually in the last video, I didn't actually go back to check if you could see that properties panel. I hope that you could. If you can't, I apologize, but when you do it, you will know what I'm talking about when you see all the settings. Last one is the little nook, or the part taken out on the front here. Now you have the choice, you could either draw it on this face and take it out, or you could draw it on this face and take it down. When I did it on this one, oh dear, sorry, so sorry. I did it on this top face and then went down. Looking at it now, I actually think it might be easier to do it on this face. So let's try that. So I'm going to start a 2D sketch and I'm going to click this face here. You can see the planes don't pop up anymore because we actually have our object on here. So I'm going to click this front face here and it will take me drawing on here. Now, if we drew something and went back, the drawing would start or be on that front face of our lock plate. Okay, so whatever face you click is where your drawing will start when you want to do an extrusion or a protrusion. Alright, all we have to do here is I'm going to use Mr. Nelson's technique. I'm going to draw a rectangle. I know that this rectangle on the front will go from the bottom all the way to the top. It takes out the whole thing. There's my rectangle. I don't need to put in the measurements on the side just yet. I can change that in a next step. For now, all I did was draw a rectangle. Measurements doesn't matter as long as I know that I started here and finished right there and that this line is 40. And I can check that with the dimensions tool here. Oh, it won't let me. Oh. Alright, let's see how we go. Now, this measurement here on the right side, I want to take the measurement of this line in regards to this face. So all I'm going to do is click the whole line and find a corner here and bring it down. Thank you. And bring it down, it shows me that 7.676. Gross. Don't want it to be that. I want it to be 14. Just going to type 14 and hit enter. Changes my shape. Doesn't change anything about it other than the distance from the end of my shape to the start of my rectangle. I'm going to do the same over here because I can see on my drawing that it is 10. That the rectangle starts 10 away from the left side. So I'm going to hit this. I'm going to find a corner. Could be any corner. I'm going to do this one and bring it down so I can see it. I was pretty close at 9.8. Doesn't matter. Type in 10. That is all we have to do. Just a rectangle. I'm going to hit finish sketch. Looks pretty good. No, not yet. Go back to extrude. Again, if you can't see the menu when it pops up, I do apologize, but I will try and describe it as best I can when I do it. you can see that it pops out instead of going in or taking away. So this is not what we want. Now, we can see that the measurement that the little nook on the front is meant to come in 30 millimeters. So we can either type in, or we can't type in -30. What we can do is the direction. It says default, we want it to be flipped. So it's going through our shape, as you can see there. We don't want it to go in 52 though, we only want it to go in 30. Hit enter, and there's our shape all done. Alright, hope that was helpful. If you need me to explain it again, just ask me in the lesson, or whichever teacher you have. Alright, on to 4.3, the angle stop.